Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in the market or to just learn from the market. But first, let me give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. With that being said, y'all, let's get started. So we are looking at Tesla. And as you can see, Tesla has been on an interesting ride, right? So today we closed at 230.58 and we have already made a pre-market high of 245.49. We need to watch that level. Why? Because we've been hanging out and getting rejected in that area before. Price stopped us there, so that is a place that we definitely need to be mindful of. So I'm going to go to my 30-minute chart because that's what I like to see, right? So what stopped us at that 245 level, that 200 EMA as of right now? And y'all know we have those areas marked, right? So where are the trouble places for Tesla as of right now? Back to the upside, we need to break all the way above all of these areas, which is around that 246.55. If we should break that, we can come back and retest the 248.35. Then we have 249.05, 249.65, and again here 251.07, breaking that level 252.15. If we should break that, we have 253.65. Again, we're getting rejected at that 200 EMA on this 30-minute chart. Back to the downside, y'all see with this level 243.83 is an area that we're kind of having an issue with here. So back to the downside, 242.59, again here at 241.85, 240.72, breaking that 239.49. And then if we should break that, it kind of puts us back at kind of where we were before the news, right? 238.27. If we should break that level, we have 236.39. Breaking that brings us back to 243.57, and breaking that brings us back to kind of like where this ATR trailing stop is forming at the 233.04 area. So if you're trading Tesla today, those are areas to the upside and to the downside. And y'all know I say so often, in the market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. We are now looking at the SPY. We closed at 555.92, and as you can see, it too got rejected at this 200 EMA on this 30-minute chart. Kind of like price knew it can come up to this area only to get rejected and come back down. The question is, are we going to go back to this place or get rejected, and decline? So as you can see, we have a lot of support places for the SPY. Let's go back to the upside, looking at it, back to the upside. Let me zoom out so that I can see that and get that to a level of where we can understand it a little bit more. Okay, back to the upside. We could possibly have trouble around 563.20, breaking that level 563.50, and if we should break that, 564.20, again at 564.84, breaking that 565.60. If we should break that, we have trouble at 566.23, and we knew that because that's where our 200 EMA is as of now. If we should break that level again, 566.58 could be a trouble place, and if we break that, 566.93, those are going to be our trouble places today for the SPY. Keep in mind, something stopped us at this 567 before. Can we go back and retest that and break through it the next time? Anything is possible, right? So back to the downside. I'm going to see if I can get us a better view of that. Back to the downside for the SPY. Let's say by chance we break under, let's say, all of this area of support. I would say under the 561.69. If we should break that, 561.28, and if we should break that, we can come back to 560.71. Breaking the 560.71, we could have trouble again, 559.84. Breaking that, 559.52, and if we should break that level, 559.22. Breaking that 559, we would definitely watch that 559 again. Under that, 558.60. Breaking the 558.60, 558.32, and if we should break that 558.32, it kind of puts us back in this zone here, so we could very well come back and find support at 557.60. So now I'm going to zoom back out so that we can look at that from a different view. The SPY was trading sideways, moved up slightly, got some news, came up, got rejected, came back down. Now anything is possible. So if you're trading the SPY today, I say so often, y'all, trade carefully, right? So let's go and look at NVIDIA today. just to see. It too has done the exact same thing as Tesla and the SPY. It's something about that 200 EMA today. That is our rejection play. So, moving to the upside, we need to clear this level and make a new high and close above this level to give us confirmation that we could possibly continue this upside. So anything is possible. I need to say that again. It needs to make a new high, clear this level so that we can, okay, yes, we are above. I'm sorry, I had a delayed reaction to that. This NVIDIA is above the 200 EMA. It looks like we had a delay on that. I do apologize for that. So again, NVIDIA, where are the trouble places? As of right now, we are above the 200 EMA. It says we closed at 108.76. 113.34 is a support, was our resistance, now our support. 113.77 again was our resistance, now our support. Continuing to the upside, 114.50 could be a support or resistance area for us. 115.38 again here at 116.19, and if we break that, y'all see we have a lot of layers of trouble or resistance at that 117.22 area. So if you're trading the video today, I need to do a correction. We are above that 200 EMA. As of now, it is going to be a support back to the downside. So where are the trouble places or the support areas to the downside? 111.36 is a support place, and 110.87, you see that's where the ATR trailing stop is forming, the 200 EMA is, and the 20 EMA. So I really need to watch that 110.72 area for NVIDIA today. If by chance we break that, we come back to this 110.10. I remember that. If we should break that level, the 109.72, and again here at the 109, let's see, the 109.13, that's where we need to watch that 109.13, or I need to watch that 109.13 area. So if you're trading the video today, these are areas to the upside and to the downside. 108.52, if we break that level, we can come back to 107.16. Breaking that 107.16, 106.24, those are your support and resistance areas for NVIDIA. Trade carefully today. And I do apologize, for some reason my charts are taking a little bit longer to load. I have been having some internet issues, but guess what? We're going to make it work, right? And it seems like AMD is next on our list. We close at $96.76, and we too are above the 200 EMA. That news came out. So where are the trouble places as of now? Something stopped us at 99.95. We need to remember that. Why? Because it's a strong possibility we can come back to this area again, get rejected, or break through. So where are the trouble places moving to the upside? I would definitely watch $100.15, $100.45, $100.86, and if we should break that $100.86, we have 102.26 as a possible area for AMD. Now back to the downside, let's look at the 99.54, 99.27, 98.66. Breaking that brings us to the 200 EMA at the 98.26 area. 5 EMA, 20 EMA, 200 EMA, right at the same place. So we need to be careful here for AMD at that 98.26. If we should break that level, we have 97.70, and breaking that brings us to 97.08. Breaking the 97.08, we could very well come back to 96.17, around that area as support. And if we should break that, 95.58. Breaking the 95.58, 94.73. So if you are trading AMD today, I would say trade carefully today, y'all. I did look at PLTR, and I noticed that it was an inside day candle. Again, I do apologize that my charts are taking a little bit longer to load. I am definitely having some internet issues, but that's okay. We're going to keep moving. And see, PLTR closed at 78.05. It is an inside day candle. As soon as the charts will load, there we are. So inside day candle breaking above $80.80. The upside target was $82.79, and as you can see, we've already made that target pre-market. $83.52 is the high thus far. Back to the downside, under $75.53. We have a downside target of $73.23. that downside target is 74.51 for Palantir. So if you're trading Palantir today, I say trade carefully. Y'all know we've been moving sideways. We had a nice move up. So back to the upside, we can possibly get rejected at 84.48. And if we should break that, $87 could be a rejection place for us. Breaking that level, we could have trouble at 89.42. And of course, there's some in-between places that we could possibly get rejected. Again, I look at support and resistance on kind of like a much smaller scale, because when I'm in the trade, I kind of want to know where my trouble places are. Now back to the downside for support places. Again, this $80.80, $79.81. And breaking that level 77.83. I would definitely watch those areas for Palantir. Y'all know I say so often, in the market anything is possible. There's nothing guaranteed. We can look at the charts and try to see where we're going, but I try not to predict the market. I just like to trade what I see. And again, I am having some serious internet issues today, but it's okay. We'll just keep going until it stops, right? So as of now, we're trying to load the chart of Meta. There we are. We closed at 605.71. As you can see, we have bounced up to the 625. So from 605 to 625, that's interesting, right? So where are the trouble places for Meta as of right now? Above this, if we get back above the 625, we could possibly have trouble at 626.18, 630.17. Breaking that 630.17, there's a long way to that 642.60, but guess what? There's something in between this that could truly stop us out. So if you're trading Meta today, I would watch it in between that, that 630.17 all the way up to the 642.70, 642.60 area. Breaking that 648.31, and if we should break that, 651.55. Now back to the downside, we have the 200 EMA, the 5 EMA, the ATR trailing stop, and a previous support area. We are a resistance area, so that 614 area, if by chance we break under that, we could very well come back to around the 608.58, breaking that 604.02, and if by chance we break that, 601.57, and again at 599.71. So if you're trading Meta today, it could be a very interesting ride or an interesting journey. Let me say that. I say so often, y'all, anything in the market is possible. Nothing is guaranteed, and once it goes against your why, get out, live to trade another day, set your stop losses, whatever it is that you choose to use. Make sure you have the discipline to execute that, y'all. I hope that everyone have a very productive day today in the market. It should be interesting, let me say that, just to see us, the SPY back at this 567 retest here, and only to get rejected with a lot of sellers bringing it back to the downside. So I say today, trade carefully. Trade carefully. Again, I hope that everyone have an awesome day today. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that, because we learn and we grow together. So until next time, y'all be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.